So welcome back to the session. So today's topic is offense management. Okay, how to what is offense basically? So we'll talk each and everything. So before going further, I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So the question is, what is an offense? Basically, if I go towards my offense management,
Office is the attack.
sorry, it may not be an attack, but according to our condition, offense is an alert basically. Okay.
Yes.
So let's create just basic understanding what is an offense before going for. It may be a suspicious activity or something. So it's okay. Before going for offense management, we'll discuss what are all the things that can be set up. So what is an offense? Offense and dashboards we will talk. What is offense tab? What is offenses from summary of window? There is a offense action is there. There is offense cycle is there. Life cycle. So we will discuss all these one by one, and at the end of this session, we will come to know what is an offense, how to create an offense. Okay. So let's create the basic understanding of offense. So offense is an alert or a suspicious activity and linked to give a helpful information to investigate it. Basically, when you go example, when you go one stage cybersecurity in point, the logs are very important. The trigger by user, or you can say by an network, or you can say any flow. If the logs are important, then enough it is come to know it become an events. Once if events are more important enough, they become offense sometimes. So the offenses, if more important, it becomes something like incident. So you can say how the information described differently in different stages. See, you can compare. There's a log, then we consider that we are starting into events in QRadar. In a QRadar, if it is events, then if it has any suspiciously, it become offense. Then followed by, if it is an offense, if it is a true positive, then we can consider it as an incident. So we have different information, different in different stages. So you can consider there is a log. Now it become an incident. So we have to be more sure that it should have. You can say you should give the same respect to each and every log. It may be an incident, may not be incident, but you consider every log is an important thing with respect to your activity. So this is with respect to SIM. Events are more relevant to QRadar. Basically, that's to find description of an offense. Offense is an alert to an suspicious activity which demands an investigation. See, whenever there is an offense is there, it generally a suspicious activity. It requires you say if you found you can if you found something like offense which demands specifically an investigation. It may be an incident, may not be incident, but you have to first perform the basic investigation whether this you can say alert or an offense is an true positive or a false positive. If it is a false positive, no worries, you can just close with respect to this is a common activity, or you can say this is not a suspicious activity. You write something and close it, no worries. Okay. The prime benefit of QRadar for security analysis, you can say to detect suspected attack or policy violation, to tie helpful information together into offenses, to investigate them. Some of the common examples, if we talk about, there is something called multiple login failures from a same source or a same destination, or you can say there is a malware infection, there is a virus detection, there is a P2P. P2P is related to generally torrent traffic. You can say scanner reconnaissance. It may be catched by firewall or IPS. In each you can say packet according to ACL policy, whether the policy is according to the organization or it is violating organization. So this is some of the examples we can consider this. Then if it is true positive with respect to these rules, and it will create an offense. Okay. So treat at the end, you can say treat offenses as a security incident and have the security analyst to investigate them. So if you go back and see, so offenses on a dashboard, we will discuss what are the offenses on a dashboard. We will discuss once again. There is an offense tab. See, offense tab provides many navigation options to view offenses from different perspectives. See, if you go and see example, I'll go back to Curador and we will have some see. So if you see, this is my system, this is my dashboard, as we have seen on Friday how to create a dashboard and all. At the same point of view, there is something other tab is called offense tab. Now if you see the offense tab, here there are so many navigation tabs. See, there is a my offenses, all offenses, by category, source IP, by name. So we will discuss one by one now, and at the end we will discuss some offense summary form, and we will have so many tabs and all we will discuss. So this is first offense tab. If you double click, you will get the all offenses by default. See, if you double click all offenses, it excludes hidden and closed item. What is mean by hidden offenses? If you are thinking this is not required and it is not considered to be an offense, and you are not able to close this offense, that's the reason you can do any offense as a hidden offense. You can make any offense. See, in actions there is an option called hide and hide. If you do this, it will be it automatically hide by himself. So it's like that. So there is closed offense. You can also have an option. You can, if you close it again, offense, it will not show in an active offense. See, whatever active offenses are, it will show here. If it is not an active offense, it will automatically shown in closed offenses. You can also select an option by here, all offenses, last 5 minutes, last 1 hour, last 24 hours, last week, and last 30 days option is there. You can do. Okay. So if you go back and see in our tab, sorry, see, this is a basic offense tab where you are watching so many things, and the first and foremost tab is by category. See, offense by category. So what is mean by category? So you can say this is a AD deny. You can say this is a web exploit. This is a RPC exploit. This is a reconnaissance based. This is a access. You can say access something like it's deleted, created, modified, those things. And there is something related to authentication. There is something related to DOS, DDoS. So there are so many categories are there. In also each and every category, there are prime concerns. See, if you are watching here by default, in a category name, see, it is something called exploit. If you are seeing this exploit is a high level, consider this is a high level category. So you can say exploit is warm active also an exploit, miscellaneous exploit also exploit, web exploit also exploit, RPC exploit also exploit, Windows exploit, SNMP exploit. There are so many exploits are there. So each and every exploit is considered as an generic exploit. So these are specific exploit we can consider as a low level category. On the top, if you see whatever, this is what called high level category. At the same point of time, if you go back and see in Curador, see in by category, see, you can see by category. So by default there are authentication 3 and DOS 1, and there is by default I have these many offenses are there. See, in authentication category, this is a high level category is authentication, low level category over there you can say this is generic authentication category. Over there the specified is user login failure, SSH login failed, and admin login failure. These are the 3 different specified authentication failures. This may be a failure, that may be a success, but it is related to authentication. So this is what called now, this is a category. At the same point of time, there is something called DOS. Over there is a DDoS, distributed DOS, miscellaneous DOS, DB DOS. There are so many. So there are so many DOS attacks are there. At the same point of time, there is a exploit based. So you can see there is a cross-site scripting, there is a miscellaneous exploit, remote code execution, buffer overflow. These are called exploit based. See, if you are coming, exploit is a generic, and these are what called specific. So this is high level category, and this is the specified, you can say low level category. With everything you can see by category you are watching, there are 4 login failures, and local destination count is 4, source count is 0, and how many flows distributed is 243. Sorry, these 4. First offense is created on this time and last updated. That means last updated at this point of time. At the same point of time, there is SSH login failed. 3 offense count is there. Local destination count is 3. Source count is 0. See, it is happening at destination. See, this failed is happening at destination. That's why it is giving destination count is 8, 4, whatever. So this is by category. So how many categories are there in QRadar? So there are so many categories. How can you see? You can see by pressing here. See, there is a show inactive categories are there. If you click here, though there is an offense, maybe there may not be there. See, there is no offenses over here, but still it is showing. And in each and every category, you can come to know these are the different kind of offenses. Access. See, in access. Sorry, bad category. See, in access, if you press, see there are these many access specified. Access is generic here, and these are the specific. See, there's the ACL deny, ACA permits, access denied, access permits, database action allowed, access denied, FTP action allowed, access denied, firewall deny, firewall permit, firewall session closed, open, IPS deny. So these are the specified offenses with respect to access. At the same point of time, if you are seeing with respect to application, see, AAA authentication failed, authentication closed, authentication reset, CUP session closed. See, there are so many, again, so many things. Chart this session, chart closed, chart DApp authentication failed, DApp session designed. So all these session you can see, DHCP session closed, failure DNS, DNP, all things. It is related to application. So you can see all these. You can say control system. You can say billing event, device registration, device close, device read, control system, CRE, cross event sequence rule, offense rule match. So like that, there are so many categories. If you go and see policy, application policy violation, compile policy violation, data loss prevention, DLP policy violation, database policy violation. See like that, IRC policy violation, all malware. See, adware detected, backdoor detected, content scan failed, and hostel. Like that, there are so many. See, in malware you can come to know this malware is a bigger word. You can consider this is even pertaining to viruses, trojans, backdoors, and forms of hostel software. So over here, see, you can say keylogger, malicious software, malicious infection, miscellaneous. If you don't find anything, it's come to under miscellaneous. So like that, there are so many categories are there. Any offense may comes under in any one of them automatically. If you can hide, the active will be only shown here. So is today's my session to you people should write at least must understand what are the, see, there are so many 1 to 20, I think 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 20 categories are there, and my each and every category they're used to. You should have it. You should keep a you can say type, you can say write or something like major. You read in everything and whatever you feel important with respect to this category. Asset profiler, it should be something like access stored, deleted, moved, observed, cleaned. You see, this is IP address removed, IP address cleaned. So like that, if you type something, so at least for each and every 20, you should select for every offense I need 10. See, there's a sense is there. Then you type what all these things. You keep a notes on it. Type this sense. Someone wants to join, I think. See, by category is something like, now you got it. What is by category? Likewise, there is something by source IP. What is mean by source IP? So if you see by source IP, you are finding this is from this source IP the offense is generating. So you can come to know this is by category. This is a kind of attack that was occurred. If you find there's a DOS, if you can find easily by there's a DOS of three offenses, authentication of 4 offenses, miscellaneous exploit of 2 offenses. If you see by source IP, you can come to know there is this source IP is generating the offense, this source IP is generating the offense. At the same point of time, this source IP is contributing 1 offense, this source IP is contributing 4 offenses. And what was the last event and flow with respect to this? In a last 15 minutes back, you can come to know there was a event or flow. How many events were there? There were 5 events totally with respect to this particular source IP. From this source IP, there were 5 events. Because of that, this offense was triggered. So over here with this source IP, there were 243 events were triggered. With that, there were with respect to that, there were 4 offenses triggered. Okay, so like that. So you can come to know by source IP. What is the destination IP? So source is the attacker, of course, and destination used to be the attackee, or you can say victim. Source is something like attacker always, and destination is something like victim. So on which server it is continuously hitting. So how many on this particular destination IP, how many kind of offenses are there, how many sources are trying to hit, and how many flows were there, how many events were there. It is shown in a destination IP. And by network, you can come to know if your organization having multiple network, there's a Adam VLAN, maintenance VLAN, HR VLAN, ops VLAN. If you have different VLANs, you can come to know on which network actually the attack is happening. So like that, there are totally different categories. One is all offenses, where you will get all the offenses by name. This is by offense description. And offense type. What is mean by type? If you consider what is mean by type, consider if there is a source, single source is there and multiple destination is there. Attacker is trying to hit by single source and to different multiple destinations. Okay, in your organization there are 5 different destinations it is hitting by some attacker. Your example, there is a you can say he is trying to hit some 0857 vulnerability, MS0867, that is a SMB overflow. He found some 5 destination server, but he is hitting from one source. So in this case, what will be the offense type? Whatever the unique value is there. See, there are 5 destinations, so it is detecting 5 destination is tough than detecting source IP. So in this case, the source type is source. Sorry, offense type is source. If you are finding there is a multiple sources and only one destination is hitting, something like DOS attack is happening, distributed DOS attack from 10 different sources, it is hitting one destination IP. In this case, destination is a unique. This is a single unique. That's the reason we consider the offense type is on destination IP. If you are finding some, suppose a user is, if there is a single user, there is a single source IP, there is a single destination, and there is a username. So in this case, source IP and destination IP is something like variable. So it will take time to understand what is the source IP, what is the destination IP. So in this case, the username is something called makes more sense. Here we can consider offense type is username. Got it, Nikhil?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Offense type is something, whatever it used to be considered something like, see, it should be something like more relevant and easily identified. That is called majorly which one is affected basically. If it is single destination IP with the offense type. If it is a single source IP will be the attacker, will be the offense type. If it is a single user, single destination, single source is there, then in this case username will consider. Why? Because we know easily understand by username. Okay, like that we can identify an offense by offense type. Okay, so we have seen there is a by category. So sorry. So by category we have seen like this. You can locate repeat offenders view by source IP. As I said, these are the source IPs from how many offenses generated, who are the destination, how many sources are there, how many events that were contributed, what was the last event that was triggered. So like that. You can also check by network. As I told you, like source IP, you can also see by network, and you can also see by destination IP. Here you can see the number of offenses triggered on this particular network. So this network is giving something like in numeric, but in your office, or you can say organization, you can also give something like first floor IBM first floor, IBM second floor, IBM third floor, IBM fourth floor network. So you can easily come to know that in IBM second floor there is a network attack was happened. So you can come to know offense targeted 9, offense launched was 8. So like that you can come to know how many was launched, how many was targeted, and on which floor, or which you can say on which network the attack was presently going on, and what was the active session. So like that you can come to know. So this is basic of your first page. This is the first page. So we now come to understood that what is an all offense now. What is by category? By category is something like all high level categories are there, followed by internal low level categories. These are the specified categories, and this is my assignment. You people should understand what are the inactive categories are there, and in each inactive category, how at least find out 10 important inactive categories. So this is for the day session. At the end of the at least tomorrow session. Hopefully tomorrow session may not be there because of I have a product launch. So I'll not be available for tomorrow's session. So we'll meet on day after tomorrow only. But so we can come to know by default in offense there is a all offense category, and there is a by category. Okay, by category we have seen, by source IP we have seen, attackers who are these are the origin of this particular offense. This source is the origin of the particular offense, and what are the things that are available, number of source from this source IP, how many offenses generated we can come to know, what is the destination that was triggered we can come to know, and at last what is our last event. It was at last 22 minutes back there was an event from this particular source IP. Right now there is how many events are there? There's only 5 events are there. Okay, like that you can consider. And there is something called destination IP. Who is the destination IP? Destination IP is something called, we can consider this is the
victim.
Yeah, and if you see here, this is the source IP. Source IP means this is attacker. Attacker will be always in the form of bomb. Okay, so if you go here, you can see, if you see here there is a source IP and you see there is a destination. If you click this and if you click on this, you can come to know who is the attacker's destination. So who is the attacker's destination? Right now there is no attacker destination, but this was generated because of some malware exploit. There is no attacker was there. You can say on this particular local destination only it is roaming. The source and destination both are similar. That's why. So you can see in a destination, you can find this is the victim. You can come to know who is the source. If you click over here, you can come to know who is the source. So this is the destination and this is the source. See, if you click here, so this is the destination. Destinations are something like here. See, destination is this, source IP is this, destination IP is this, like this. So by network you come to know understand already. If you click over here, you can see the source as well as destination. Source is always in bomber. Why? Because it is attacker. Destination is a target. This is the target. That's why it is giving target. This is the bull. Okay. So that's why this notation is given with JPG files. You can say images. So now we have understood that these are the tabs are available. There is something called my offenses. Okay. So what is mean by this my offense? My offense is something, if you have been, in a Curador analysis, see there used to be a top team lead. Generally there used to be a team lead and there used to be a SOC manager, there is a SOC administrator, and each and every analyst or you can say help desk team used to have their own user. Right now we have only admin user, but people used to have their own user. So if you log in with this Nikhil, so if for example you consider this is your Nikhil account, so if you are clicking on my offenses, that means if your team lead is assigned anything to you with respect to Nikhil, it will be shown in my offense. Okay, that means these my offenses to be handled by you can say you must handle these offenses at any point of time, and at the same point of time in all offenses it will be flagged over here who has been alerted and how many. So you can consider, see this is the ID starts from 1, ID always starts from it up to 99,000. Okay, so if you select right and go to action, you can select, see you can assign. See, if you assign this, it will ask for the user. So right now I have only one user, that's why I am giving admin, Now I am giving to admin and save. If you, after doing this, see, it is showing something like this one. That means it is having some denote that someone has assigned to someone. Who generally who used to assign? Who is having the privilege to assign? So right now I have the assigned to privilege to whom? Now consider this is the Nikhil, so I have assigned to Nikhil. If you go to Nikhil's user and see in my offense, you will find that Nikhil's user tab, this one is there. So although there are so many offenses, but this particular my offenses will show only that all those things that is assigned for you exclusively. Okay, so this is what called offense tab, and you have to understand what are the offenses that are available. Okay, by each and everything. Now by you can say by category you can come to know. In any organization, if you see, people used to identify any activity by this thing, by category. So we can come to know that who is the what kind of attacks are occurring generally. And at the same time, if you are clicking from by source IP, you can come to know what are the attackers, how many attackers are there in the real time scenario. Maybe the in all offenses there may be some 100. See, there is something 9 offenses are there. If you click on by source IP, you can come to know all this related by either by 2 source IP or by 3 sources IP only. So then you can come to know the actual source IP is only 3. From these 3 sources IP, these many offenses are triggering. So if you are suppressing these 3, then it is more than sufficient to kill all offenses. Got it? Or if you identify these 3 servers, so it is more than sufficient. And if you know the destination IP, over here this is the only destination IP that attacking is happening on this particular victim. If you are detaching or network quarantining this one, the entire sessions will be closed. The attack will be killed, or you can say the sessions will be killed. So like that you can come to know. If you know the attack range, if you are unable, if there are so many source IP, so many destination IP, if you find the entire network is of one network, see, if this is only one network, if you have to quarantine or you can say sanitize this entire network, that's more than sufficient to kill the entire processes, or you can say attackers activity. Got it? So this is the main usage why this kind of categories and you can say differences have been created. By category will come to know that what kind of attacks are being happened in your network. By source IP, how many sources IPs are involving in your attacking different offenses. In destination IP, how many victims are there in your organization, so that we only you can say stop doing, you can say you can do the network quarantine of all those destination IP. Or if you find both are very high, you can also check by there may be some 3 to 4 networks are continuously getting so much of noise. So either you just sanitize all these 4 networks only. So you can consider the attack is at Bombay area, Hyderabad area, or you can say Delhi area, or you can say it's a Canada, or you can say UK. Like that you can identify what is your actually attacking area. When the source IP is attacking area, you can attackers attack area. Like that you can assign, and you can identify easily by looks. Now my question is how offense manage that offense things can be performed. See, you can say we can consider that is what called offense summary overview. See, if you see the offense, there is something called offense summary overview, where you can view the single view of all evidences of QRadar SIM data is tied together on the offense. See, if you go back and see in your QRadar, if you find this is your offense, if you double click, it opens a summary. This is what called offense overview, or you can say offense summary overview, or you can say offense summary form, where you will find all evidences tied together with respect to this particular multiple exploit targeting single destination containing HTTP gets long URI anomaly. So with this we can come to know that there may be multiple source IPs, see multiple single destination from HTTP get requests from different type of sources. So over here we are getting some 6 multiple IP So we are getting some evidences here. So in an incident form, you will write all these things. You have to write what is the source IP, what is the destination IP, what is the network. If it is the network of something like IBM first floor, second floor, or third floor, or you can say Microsoft second floor, you can type just Microsoft second floor. And what is this one? What is this magnitude? What is magnitude basically?
Magnitude is the collection of relevance, severity, and credibility.
Exactly. What is relevance, what is severity, and what is credibility now?
Relevance related to the network, what type of port is open. Severity related to the offense, what type of how the of, means how the attack. Severity is related to the attack, and credibility related to the offenses, integrity of the offense.
Okay, so I will tell the easiest manner.
Yeah.
Relevance is how the significant of destination is with respect to your organization. See, the relevance is, see, if you are talking to attack is coming from something port 125. Okay, example. But he is attacking on my web server. Is there any usage? No usage. Example, see, relevance is something how much relevant your destination is relevant. If it attack is coming SMTP attack, whether your destination is a SMTP server or a web server. If it is SMTP server, then relevance is quite high. Why? Because the attack is also related to SMTP. If the attack is your attack is SMTP and my destination is web server, what is the use? Your port is already blocked. If you are coming and your packet is dropping over here, there is no use. So relevance is how significant is your destination with respect to your organization and your organization traffic. Okay, it could be anything, but the traffic needs to be something like, see, it should be relevant. See, if attack is coming from XYZ, it should be something related to same server. Then it is looking like, okay, the relevance is quite high. Why? Because you are also hitting my mail server, and you are touching to my mail server only. That is what called significant of the destination. What is severity? Severity is how high your potential damage with respect to that offense. How much damage is going to happen. If it could be a simple login failure, it could be a privilege escalation, it could be a DDoS, data exfiltration outbound, or you can say it could be mail traffic congestion, it could be something. So how effective damage is there? If it is login successful, multiple failure by multiple login failure by single success, and he got the privilege escalation, the severity is quite high. Yes or no? Why? Because he got privilege escalated. So he can do any damn thing over the network. So what is credibility? How the value of the information is. If coming from XYZ, see, source IP is XYZ and coming from my endpoint EDR, it should be either it should be have some weight. See, if you go and see here, we can see some weight on each and every asset. If you click over here, you can see for each and every thing we used to get something called weight. Weight is something called how much important is. Weight is always dependent on your credibility. If your weight is high, that means your credibility is quite high. Okay, so average of these three, relevance, severity, and credibility, makes your magnitude average. Okay, if it is magnitude is high, then the offense range is also high. That means offense criticality is also high. You need to give more you can say concentration. Okay, so like that, here it is giving something like, this is the offense overview. Already I am telling this. There is something called offense type. Already I explained you. If it is multiple single destination, this is a single destination from multiple sources IPs. So in this case, destination is single. That's the reason destination will be the offense type. So you can easily understood that this is your offense. Sorry, this is you need to be taken care of. There are so many 6 source IPs there. If you are sanitizing this much, the entire offense will become 0. The credibility will become 0. If you are stopping this server, these 6 sources, whatever the data is sending, the data will be dropped at in between only. Why? Because it won't get allow, or you can say something like there is no connection between your source and the destination. So the entire you can say attack, or you can say any kind of exfiltration is happening, it will be dropped there itself. And you can come to know how many events and flows are contributed. There are 23 events from 4 different categories. As we have seen what is by category, we have seen like that. What was the offense time? So there may be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Here it is 30 seconds. There may be 1 hour. The attack is continuously happening since 1 hour. Whatever the active, from the last active, it was started from here 12:28, and it is now 30. After 30th second, you can say from the last event that has reached. See, last event, it is found last. You can say the last 29 minutes back there was a lost event they found. Okay. And we can also see over here there is a destination IP. If you right click, you can get some of the information, navigate. You can check by view network what is the IP of this one. You can also do DNS lookup, whois lookup, port scan, and you can do some basic activities. And you can also add export exchange lookup for more enhancing of this particular IP. What is the location, what is what, and all those things you can add. Now if you have been allotted, see there is an option called I can assign to someone. If I assign to someone, suppose I am assigning to admin. If I admin, I am pressing yes. So it will go in a status C. It is showing something assigned. See, if you mouse over there, you can come to know this is currently assigned to admin. Just mouse over in the tab. And there are so many things that you can do. In an action, there are so many things. You can follow up. What is meant by follow up? If you do this, it will be shown in a red mark and it will be on the top. It will be marked as a follow up, and it will be, see, whenever you see in a offenses, all tab, you will get some highlighted type so that you can easily understand that this is my follow up event. Okay. At the same point of time, there are some actions called hide. If you do this, it will automatically hide. There is some protect offense. So by default, every offense will be deleted after 70. Automatically, it will become inactive after 72 hours. If you do this protect offense, it will not be inactive. It will be remains on the active mode. See, you see, it will be on the active mode. See, the offense has been protected. That means it will never be till the time if you do the if you do it is an inactive by you manually, it will be remains active. Okay. There is something called I'll do one thing again. I'll go back there, and there are something called email. You can do entire email. You can do whatever the summary. So over here, offense 9, the entire subject will be there, and it automatically sends the default page template to whom you want. If I want Nikhil at gmail.com, I can send. Just send. If you have configured your SMTP in your QRadar, okay. So you can do that. Action, and there is something called add note. You can add a note. See, I am as a team lead, I am giving to you, Nikhil, please do analysis and get back with proper incident performer. Okay. So if I added to this, so when you go to your My Offenses, so you will get all these options. So you can come to know what is the meaning of this. It is protected and is allotted to you, and there is a note is there. If you click over here, Nikhil, please do analysis and come back with a proper incident performer. So you got some message from your team. So like that, you can, whatever you are doing, it will be give some indications over here. Okay. At the same point of time, if you go down, so at the same point of time, see, there is something called last 5 notes. So you can add so many notes here. If you talk about the notes, how many notes? There is something called, for each and every note, it used to be 2000 words. So you can add maximum of 2000 notes, 2000 letters. Like that you can type maximum of 2000 letters and you can save the notes, and it is something up to 50 notes I think. But over here, to do summary, you will get all top 5 notes. See, top 5 notes you will get it here. So related to any analysis, actually what is the last 5 notes? This is investigating offense report details. You can see this is an analysis area where you can find and put an update of your incident, how these working on, how you are working on it, what is your working standard with respect to this offense, what was the things you have analyzed, and you can add it over there, so that if me as a analyst, or you can say team lead, I can view, yes, this there was an update by Nikhil, yeah, I have done so and so and so, and at this point of time I got source IP is this location is traced as from UK, or you can say from Somalia, at this location, this is the so and so area. You may come up with your views. Like that you can type your notes. But in an offense summary, see this is if you double click on the any offenses, you will get only 5 offense summaries, last 5. But if you want to see all notes, you can just click over here. You can get all notes over here. See, by default there is only 2 notes, but you can add multiple notes. See, so I can add multiple notes like this. Let's add note. See, I am adding something 7, 8, so that you can come to know. See, by default how many I have added? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, I have added 7 in a different time after some analysis and all. But if you click on a summary information, you will get only last 5. You will see you get a last 5. But if you want to see all notes, you just click over here. You can get all the notes. See, what was my first note? Nikhil, please do the analysis and get back with a proper incident performer. And you have given these many updates with respect to this offense. All those you can read at any point of time. Just click over here to go back to your summary. You can take a print. You can also take a print. This is the incident performer. You can take a print of everything. You can do. Now I am coming back to top 5 search result. Is there any search result you do, if whatever you are doing? So whatever you are doing over here, if you click over here, this will be searched. See, this is what searched, and that will be added over here. That will be added over here. You can say search result. You can click. There is no search result right away, but you can do search results. Okay, just click. You can come to know what are the events and all. So like that you can see the last search results with respect to this offense. At the same point of time, what are the top 5 sources? You can say there may be multiple sources may be there, but last 5 top sources will be shown here. If you go in detail, just click over here, you will get all top sources. See, there are more than 6, but however if you go to summary, you will get only 5 top sources. And you can get, is there any user is there, what is the MAC, from which source IP the last event was triggered. In a 3 minutes back there was a event triggered from this source IP, and it will be updated continuously. Okay, and what is the top log sources, from which are the log sources it is contributing these offenses. So right now this is the PSense is a log source, and there is a internal custom rule engine. By default it parses and gives the these many offenses. Okay, and who are the top 5 users? If any users it found over here, see if you found any user. Right now there is no user. Is there any see there is no user. Why? Because it is showing unknown. If there is any users is there, if it is contributing, it will show here. And you can also find how many categories on this particular offense. There may be only single one offense may be there, but it is contributing six different categories. What are those? Miscellaneous exploits because of these 12 events, remote code execution because of these 10 events, cross-site scripting because of these 18 events, buffer overflow because of these 6 events. Like that you can come to what is the first flow, what is the last flow, each and everything. For the miscellaneous exploit, from a single category, there may be first the attacker might have done miscellaneous exploit followed by remote code execution. This will help you to add to matrix framework what is the activity of your attacker, that you can come to know. What was the last 10 events? You can see events, what are the events that was contributed to your offense. If you want to see all the events, you can just click over here, you will get all the event list with respect to this. See, there are total 19 events, out of which these are the by default see, these are the offenses. See, like these are the offenses generated. So these are the 10 events. And is there any flow? If it is there, you can also get the flow. Finally, there are top 5 annotations. What is mean by annotations? By which activity this offense is generated. You can say custom rule engine. What are the annotations? Is because of these 5 annotations, list of annotations. See, this is the attempt. Because of this condition, this offense was triggered. Okay. This is how you can check an offense tab. You can say these are the offense options. See, we have seen by categories, by category, by source IP and all, and we have also seen one entire description. Over here, if you see what is the magnitude, so this is the magnitude. Over here the relevance is 1, that means the relevance is very less, but severity is very high, credibility is 3. Overall the entire magnitude is 4, that is less than 5, which is means it is less in risk. Okay, because the magnitude is only 4. So you can also come to know that what kind of description it is. It is a exploit based and is a single destination containing HTTP. They wanna go for HTTP GET request. So what is who is the destination? You can come to know here. How many sources IP that is involved to send this kind of longest URI anomalies, you can understood. How many events? See, if you click over here, you can come to, so these many events are triggered. So you can also write down the list. What was the start of the time? So when this offense was triggered, so the time may be right now difference, but at 12:28 night, or you can say in the afternoon, the first offense was triggered. What was the duration? The duration was 42 minutes 11 seconds. And what are the destination of it? Who is the victim? You can come to know. Either you can stop, you can switch off, you can take out the network from here so that the attack will be stopped. And if it is more destinations, you can check the network. If it is in same network range, you can sanitize that network range so that the attacker will not get any information. So we can also see the offense summary over here. You can see last 5 nodes. By 5 nodes you can come to know last 5 nodes you can see here, but if you want to know in entire, you can see here what is the activity of your analysis. So there may be multiple log analyzers are acting on it. So there may be nickel, so XYZ number of members may be quite high on analysis part. So they give their reviews after doing the analysis over here, so that the other analytical members can also understand the scenario. So it's not mandatory to go back and start from the base. Instead of doing from the base, you can read this particular notes so that you can get an idea. So from where you need to start this analysis. So if is there any search result is there, then you can come to know here. Any source IPs, by default it is giving top 5 sources IP address, but over here if you see, if you press sources, you can come to know all list of log sources. See, there are total, for not log sources, you can say these are the source attackers IP. There are total 6. You go back to summary. To go back to summary, just press over here, you can go back. So like that, there is something called destination. See, where is the destination? So why? Because the only destination, that's why it is not giving. But however, you will get the destination also. And how many log sources that are there? contributing. That thing also shown here. This is a PA series firewall that is contributing these many logs, and there is a custom rule inside. It creates the offense and creating also one more you can say event with respect to that offense. Is there any users that are triggered? If you go back and see another activity, see, you can come to know. So I am checking in another manner so that you can come to know easily. See, over here there is a top 5 destinations are there. There is a top 5 sources, top destination, but the user is also there. Or there is only single user. Top 5 users, however, it is giving only single user. Here you are getting both top 5 sources, top 5 destination. If you go and click in a destination, you will get this is the only, but it is showing something like top 5. If it is single, it will show in a single format only, like this. So how many users that were contributed towards your activity, you can come to know. What is the categories that has failed? What is user see, these are the low level categories it is showing, but by default they used to have 2 categories. One is high level category, that is this. If you are going inside, you can get the low level category, the specified category. And if you go back to the offense again, at the bottom you got what are the categories. These are the low level categories by default, I am saying. And there are so many events. So there used to be something like 46 events, but you will get top 10 best, you can say with respect to time, you will get the top 10 events on the top. See, and you can also get what was the time and all, on which port it is giving some of the main information, but you can say what was the time, last time. So this was the last time of this particular first. So according to the ascending order or descending order, it will show from the latest to older version. So last 10 flows, if it is there, it will show. And I already said there are top 5 annotation because of this offense was triggered. So this is the offense overview summary where you can come to know each and everything. So for every offense you have to do the same. First you check if you are coming to a new in the morning, or say just go back to see what is the by category, by how many source IPs are there, how many destination IPs are there. So you can view a graph view, main view, so that if it is multiple and the magnitude is quite high, by looking this, you can come to know this is the major activity which I need to consider instead of this, or you can say this is more important instead of this. Like that you can create your own path, or you can say priority towards your offense prioritization. And by network you can come to know what is the actual intention of your attacker, whether he is trying to hit only one network area, or you can say whether he is hitting only Hyderabad, or you can say Bombay or Delhi or something in Noida. So you can identify those things if you are configured your network hierarchy. So like that you can do your offense search. You can say this is what called offense management. So by default you can do all these things. Already I told you how to do some these actions. See, these are the follow up, protect, assign, notes, all this you can do, hide, and you can close an offense. So to close an offense, see, if I want to close this, see, go to actions and do close an offense. By default there are some system, by default these are the you can say closing reasons: 1, 2 and 3, non-issue, policy violation, and false positive. But you can also add manually. This is a, you can also give you can say note, this is a false positive, false positive offense. Just you can close. So if I am clearing this closed, then I get, see, closed will be shown like this, cross. If it is gray and cross, that means it is inactive. Okay, it is red and closed means it is something closed, general closed. If it is gray and cross means it is inactive and closed. See, if you click over here, if you mouse over, just do mouse over, you can come to know this offense was closed by admin at this point of time. Reason is false positive tuned. Okay, And if you see the nodes, you can see this nodes. What is the nodes? This is a false positive offense. Okay, you can also give like this nodes. So if you wanna add, see by default there's a close. If I am doing something close, see there is only three options: false positive, non-issue, policy violation. You wanna add some reasons. How to add the reason? So you go to admin. See there is something called custom offense close reason is their option. Just click over here. You add a reason. Reason is clear. Suppose clear. Okay. So you can add also write. You can say this is not to this domain. Okay. Save. Okay, like that you can add. Now I am going back and deleting this, closing the offense. See, I'll do the same close. See, now I got the option called two things, clear and this is not to this domain. So this is my custom closing actions. So this is not to my this domain. Is it clear? Now if I do this, it will close and give the same reason that this is not to this domain. This is a false positive offense. Like that you can create your own custom closed reason through admin custom offense closed reasons. Okay, so like that you can do an offense management, rules by network and all these things. So like that you can create. So I am going back to the summary. We have seen the offense summary. We'll go quick view. We have seen what is magnitude, what is relevance, what is the severity, what is the credibility, how significant is the destination, how potential damage it will create to the system, and what is your credibility. Now if you go back and see offense parameter, it will give the description, and I told what is this description give the cause of the offense, and I told there is a offense type. Generally root cause of the offense, either it may be unique in the offense. That may be a source IP. If it is a single, there is a source IP. If it is single destination IP, that used to be single destination IP. If it is single user, it is a single user. Okay, the events that are contributed are associated with this offense, number of flows that is associated with the offense. So you can also see network and to whom you have assigned. I told you right click and do the assign. So IP and all, you can see IP magnitude, we have seen location of the network, you have seen vulnerability. If it is anything is there, you can watch. So I told you can do a navigate what is the source IP. You can see by network information. You can do NS lookup, DNS lookup, port scan, and all these stuff. See view topology, view port lookup, view connection, view slow search. You can run a vulnerability manage scan if you have the option. Otherwise you can go for a port scan. So at the same point of time, if you do a run a vulnerability scan, if you have the vulnerability option, scanner is there, you can add it. So you can do a export lookup. I told you if you click over here, you can get the export lookup, whether this particular record is an earlier it was considered as any you can say attacked element or something like that. You can get the entire activity. See in an offense summary view, you can see how many offenses that are contributed. Again, what is the weight? I told you if the weight relevance to see relevance of the asset with the source IP address. See if the relevance weight is quite high, the relevance also quite high. We can see last 5 nodes. See, you cannot edit or delete these nodes. You can only view the nodes. Once someone is created, that means you cannot edit or delete the node. How many maximum? In every node you can add maximum 2000, and you can, as I have seen, you can maximum create up to 50 to 60 nodes. But you will only see by default in an offense overview, you can see the only 5 nodes. If you want to see view all nodes, just click over here. Top 5 source IPs, you can come to know what are the location, what is your all sources. If it is there, you can check what is the network it is there, what is the offense it is there, what is the destination it is there. what was the last event that was triggered by this source IP. Those things will be shown. Destination IP, you can also see the destination IP. There is something called chained. If you see in our one of the form, you see there is something called chained. What is mean by chained? Chained is something called this destination IP is any related to any other offense. Chained is something related to is this destination IP contributing only this offense, or if it is also contributing any other other IP. If it is there, it will be something like yes. It will show what is the number of list. Okay. So you can see destination. If you want to see all view, you can just click here. You will get all the destination IPs. Annotations. I told there's a hold the mouse over. You can say view all annotation. Alteration is something inside of QRadar consider event observed by traffic threatening. You can see these are the number of options. If it is annotation is there, then the rule will be triggered according to this. I told you there is a follow up. If you do the follow up, so it will be if you want to revisit, you will get something like like this log, so that you can easily see. What is a hide? Hide is something you can see if you use the caution, because QRadar still updated the offense. Alarming updates can be stayed. So if you are finding that this update is not really an offensive, you can update it, but it is continuously updating that offense. Even though protect offense, once protected means that is you are protecting from the delete. Close means you have to resolve the offense after closing. Once your offense is fully solved, or you can say you find that the false positive, you can close this. You can email, add note and assign. I told you what is my add note. You can add notes to after or before assigning to someone to give a review, or you can say basic idea of that particular offense. You can assign to any one of your colleagues, or you can say juniors for analysis. So like this, on the status you will get all these options. So if it is closed, it is in red indicate. If it is red, it is closed, red indication. If it is hide and you can say inactive, it is gray indicated. Okay. So now we have seen what are the options that are there in a offense management. So what is mean by life cycle? There is something called, if there is a newly created offense, is called active offense. So I told in a QRadar you can maintain up to 2500 active offenses. You can maintain up to 2500 active offenses, and after every 30 minutes the active become dormant. Dormant is not mean that it is not an active. It will show, but there is no mechanism to show it is a dormant. Is something like it is sleepy mode. It is in something like sleepy mode. If there is anything flow after, you can say 30 minutes there any activity if you found, then you can call it as a recall. Within a 30 minutes, if there is something called again the activity is happened, then it is called as recalled activity, and you can keep up to 500 recall offenses. Okay. What is mean by QRadar SIM inactive? So if you close the offense that is inactive, when offensive has not received any event or flow for 5 days, then it will automatically go inactive. When QRadar SIM installation is upgraded, see if you are doing any upgradations or downgradations, the all will offenses goes to inactive states only. Okay. So if you rule fires that would add an event or low in inactive, then new offense will be created. See if your offense is closed or it become inactive due to any reason, if a new rule that if you can say that offense is again triggered, then it will be shown as a new offense instead of updating that old offense. But here within 30 minutes, if there is anything happened, it will automatically called as a recalled. We call it as recalled, however it is an active offense only. But if there is no event or flow occurred within the 30 minutes of the active session, then it is called dormant. See, these are the technical terms. Dormant is after 30 minutes, If there is any activity after 30 minutes, it is considered, then it is called a recalled event, a recalled offense. If there is no activity or for 5 minutes, 5 days, you can say 5 days, then it is automatically, it goes close and it is shown as inactive in a red indication. If you are closing in any offense, then also considered as an inactive. And when the installation of sim radar, or you can say upgradation, or you can say any updation is happens, the entire logs, whatever it is showing over here, see whatever events that will be shown here, it automatically shown as a inactive status. Okay, so if after the close or inactive condition, if any again that offense triggered, it automatically created a new offense instead of updating a old offense. QRadar deletes the unprotected offenses after the period of, you can say, 3 days of the this particular inactive offense. If it becomes inactive, means that any closes, if it is closes after closing plus 3 days, it will automatically deletes. If you are not unprotecting, if you are protecting, it will be remains there in the your database. If you are not protecting, it automatically deletes at the end of the 3rd day from the inactive day. That means if it is by default, there is no, you are not closed, but after 5 days it is inactive, plus 3 days, that is after 8 days, it automatically deletes. Okay, the default retention period is 3 days only. So this is what the offensive cycle, life cycle. So I hope you have understand what is offense management. Now you easily able to understand how to create your offense management. Okay, so now you can go to offense tab. Over there you can comes to know what all the things. See, my offense, all offense, by category, source IP, destination IP, like that, and what is the meaning of all these things. Now it is a ID based. You can come to know there are 1 to 9 IDs are there. You can close, you can open, and if you double click on it, you can come to know what is the meaning of each and every tab. Now what is the description, offense type, events and flows, contribution, source IP, start of the time, destination IP, duration, network, and assigned to whom, offense summary if it is there, any last 5 notes by any other analytics, or you can say analyst, or you can say team lead, whatever he has given the review regarding this offense, and what kind of needs to be, whatever you have analyzed, you can also give your views. Any search results regarding this offense, top 5 sources that are contributed to this particular offense, who are the attackers, you can consider. You can say what are the top log sources that are contributed to these offenses, by on which this correlation has been taken place. Top destination also, if it is their destination, it will also collected. Top 5 log sources, it will collected. Top 5 categories, it is collected. And last 10 events, it will show. If you want to see all events, you can see over here the entire detailed. See, if you click here, the detailed information will be shown here, everywhere over here. See, search results, sources. See, if you go this side, see, sources, view, users, categories. If you click the categories, you get all the categories by category. See. Oh, sorry, I double click this, I do the category. See, by default this particular offense 1 is related to these 2 event categories. I already told you, go to inactive in a category, please write all these 20 top level categories and followed by any 10 in an important low level categories, so that you can get an idea of what are the kind of different attacks that are there in the cybersecurity world. So Nikhil, any doubts?
No. Actually, I want to ask that in source IP,
Yeah.